Alright, back to this. This is Subnotica. Game I put down for a little bit, picking it back up. Underwater alien world. Basically, the backstory is our ship crash landed on this planet, and gonna find out there is alien life in these waters. Not only that, but there is evidence that there has been previous crash landings on this planet. This right here is a facility that I built out of the material that I find here. So this is, I guess you could say, home base. Equipped with cameras. Also have a couple of vehicles that I utilize.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This being the first one, which is not as equipped as the second one. The first one I got stuck
Welcome aboard, Captain.
inside of a wreckage, which was sort of a glitch, so I had to make the second one, and I figured out a way to get the first one loose, so now I have two. As you can see, this one's more kitted, more equipped. So this is the one I use normally.
Welcome aboard, all systems online.
Hardest part of this game is staying alive with your intake, your water intake, food intake, keeps your health up. And you also have to keep an eye on your oxygen when you're swimming in the water. Although I do have an O2 tank, it is limited. The vehicles help with that because these vehicles have unlimited O2. So it's probably best to utilize that. Versus your O2 tank. And they also move much faster in the water from point A to point B. And there are stages to it. Starts off with pretty much this vessel here, minus the little chest that you see here. Start off in this position. A couple of these things are broken. You got to get all this stuff working and up and running. Radio contact is going to be pretty much important at the first part. But this is how you create your food and other items. So when you get into the game, your first instinct is going to be you want to make sure that you have food. Bladderfish are the best source of food. Watch out for these things because they have exploding bubbles that come from their tail fin. These things are harmless. Bladderfish are these things here, a little purple, very elusive little things, so you gotta kind of creep up on it slowly, or you will lose it. But as you can see, they like to float to the top. You know those things are gonna let off their little things when you hear that sound. Watch out for those shark-looking things. Those things like to eat anything. One of their favorite items is metal scrap for whatever reason. You can watch your O2. It's limited. I haven't figured out a way, but I think there's a way I can kind of kill those alligator looking things. On your inventory. Jeez, I almost forgot how to use that. There's a big button in the middle there. Scrap takes up a lot of that space, so be careful with that. And yeah. So I just keep a oh, almost got me. Keep an eye on your inventory so you don't overfill too quick, especially when you need certain items. Well, yeah. So that's where you start. That is your shipwreck there. You might not want to get too close to it as there's radioactive rays coming from there, so that's dangerous. These things are kind of cool. They're like whales with algae and all types of stuff on top of them. Sometimes they have resources on there too that you can use. These shells, for instance, you can use for power. These things right here, with the little holes and the bubbles. Give air to you if you need it. If you're in a situation. Actually, see, I'm gonna use these. Where's my knife? Right there. Huh. Guess I forgot how to do that. There's other sources of coral there you can get. But I've kind of made resources for myself in my home base here. Base of operations, if you want to call it. Where it's kind of self-sustained. In the daytime, I use the sun or solar power. At night, it gets a little tricky. It cuts off by itself. Got some water. This is the water filtration system. Grab one. Alright, so it's self-sustaining. You don't have to add anything to it. Just does what it does. These are battery powers. These take old batteries and power them up. Health, just in case it's needed. Okay. Been kind of trying to put my water up there if I can. The fish I can stock as well. Alright, R2, back. R2. So fill those up. Went the wrong way. Use some more. Jeez. Okay, so fabricator makes and cooks items as well that I can consume to get that going. Then what I like to do is just save it. At whatever point I'm at. as long as it's a good point. I've yet to figure out what I'm gonna do with all this damn salt that I get. So I kind of just store it here, but I'm kind of running out of space too. Can use it when you're cooking. It cures the fish, keep it longer, I guess. That is one option. This right here is a biofuel container. Basically takes things you don't need that are biological in nature that you don't need, and you put it in there for food. It is limited power though, as you can see. This may not work when there's no sun. There's a couple of other items. Let's see what we got here. Scanning. Only 101, so not much you can get. We have to figure this thing out entirely. These trees are also another source of food. It's a good source of food and water, actually. Gets both of those up. Gonna sleep the day away here if I like. Or the night.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
To my living quarters, pretty much. This right here. I can generate certain things. I think I got both of those already created for my first CMOD, my second one. Look at that, we're out already. Well, it's daytime, so we don't really have to worry about it too tough. What we do here in that circumstance when it disappears, we like to plan them over again. Okay, so plant one back. Plant one back. Keep it going. This is my backup fuel, which I don't have any. So we wait till those grow until we can get some more, harvest it. It's kind of like an endless cycle there. Oh, going the wrong way, I'm getting lost here. I don't know why I picked up all that stuff. I don't really want to be carrying that stuff around. You can lose items by getting killed, so careful what you carry, especially if you don't need it. One thing you will need to carry is spare batteries. Make sure they're charged. See, all these items need charging. Basic materials. Yeah, store those so that you can make items. As you can see, I've labeled things to kind of suit. What is important, what's not. Precious materials, non-essential materials, miscellaneous. Batteries, eggs, which, you know, working on that. Yeah. That's kind of how slow the water works. Huh. Well, that room already for the salt. We'll figure out some use for it. Maybe I can put it in the biofuel thing. Okay. We only have 51%, so you don't want to start cutting those at all until fully grown. In the meantime, I'll go and do some work at the original base.
All systems online.
The lighting system for at night. Although it's about to be daytime, so we're good. Careful in the cave systems, as they have life forms that like to protect themselves by blowing up in your face. It's just kind of counterproductive, protecting yourself, but I think what they're protecting is their eggs, probably. sacrifice themselves so that their spawn can live. Running in the nighttime again, so that was the full sound of one of those things blowing up. And you see that? I don't know if those things move faster at night, but that was pretty scary. Let's take a look at some of the bottom floor here. You're gonna need depth enhancements on this thing to get to a certain degree of floor level, which is imperative to finding, you know, new items, more wrecks, things that you can scan so that you can learn how to create more for yourself. Watch out for the fish. Don't run into them purposely because it does damage your ship by 88%. It's not bad. And when you get something like this going on,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
it actually fixes the vessel while you're doing what you're doing. So that's not an issue.
Warning, emergency power only.
So now emergency power means I have oxygen, which is good, but I don't have other amenities such as can't fix food, things like that. I don't think it generates any water as far as the filtration system goes. But I mean, most important thing is I can breathe, right? But actually my oxygen's going down, so maybe that is one of the things that I can't do. What I can do is get back to my ship. I got enough oxygen to kind of see what I can do here. In the meantime, oh shit, I just wasted one of those things. This is... yeah, see, so
Power
oxygen's
restored.
backed
All
up.
primary systems online.
As long as I have that, see, I'm good. I'll keep that going at night. Okay. See if I can get rid of some of this salt. Okay, this is not gonna work. I said all powers on systems online, you know. I don't see why that's not working for me. This is what it looks like outside at night. primary systems are online.
All primary systems online.
I guess that's not primary. Drink that. You can't eat these fish raw. I wouldn't recommend it. It takes away from your salt intake. I'm sorry, it takes away from your water intake because it's a salty fish, I guess. I don't know the whole gist behind it, but let's cure these. With the salt deposits. Let's leave one uncured. I should also trying to bladder fish in the water. That's why I'm gonna go for those guys. Okay. Let's take up both of these fish tanks fully stocked. I like to keep those stocked just in case. Not only for the looks, but just, you know, also because I might need something to eat. And I don't feel like traveling over there, so. Because sometimes here, in a specific area, you cannot find that. Copper ore. Creature egg, let's do that. So scan for what it wants, I guess, at whatever specific times. And what I can do is I can send a scout to go look for that stuff, which I usually do. I'll show you here. Alright, because the scout kind of gives you the same depiction. Of where the item is located. My ship does not have that capability, I don't believe. Not at the moment. Oh. Okay. So we have the creature egg on display there. And then it goes to my ship.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Gives me the location of my camera, huh? so.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
The hell was that? Feel like I'm getting attacked or something. There are things that will attack you, so be careful. This is one of the reasons why I carry that with me. You never know when you need to get bandaged up. If one thing doesn't kill you, another thing will. I've learned that on this game. So the key is to be prepared for anything. Wait. Okay. Oh, no. Here. Here. And there. No. There. Hard to... Oh, gotta select it first. Okay. So I have more salt than I need, though. Let's go put these back. So I'm gonna take you guys on a little trip, a little tour of the wreckage since I've got some time to kill. Pretty ahead on everything there. Also here are the battery recharges, I believe. So I don't have to worry about battery power. Does seem like I need to repair this though, which is weird. forgot which thing does what. Gravity trap, propulsion, habitat builder. Okay, that's the. This is the laser cutter, and this is the repair tool. Okay. Gotcha. It's a little odd that this doesn't repair this, though. Maybe I just didn't give it enough time. I'm not sure. But, see, you can lose track of what you're doing sometimes, too. What I was doing was collecting eggs, which this is a new one here. Gotta give the camera enough time to communicate. It's never really taken this long. Okay. There we go. Hoping it didn't get eaten or anything. Let's go grab that. My water should be done by the time I get back from that.
All systems online.
Come on. Not intended to do that.